Alright, let's go ahead and do a disturbing movie recap on The Hills Have Eyes. So The Hills Have Eyes takes place in the deserts of New Mexico, and we learn through this disclaimer that the US government was doing nuclear testing out there, and this caused birth defects and people to have disformities, causing them to turn into mutants. Then it cuts and we see this family on a road trip going through that desert. So you got the mom and dad and their 3 kids, Lynn, Brenda, and Bobby. You also got Lynn's husband, Doug, their newborn, Catherine, and 2 dogs, Beauty and the Beast. Now the family stops at this gas station. The gas station attendant is shady, and he tells them to go a different route to save time. Check it, they end up taking this route, and then next thing you know, a spike strip rolls out in front of them, causing them to swerve and crash the car. So Doug and the dad decide to split up to go find help, while the rest of the family stays behind by the car. After this, one of the dogs runs off, so Bobby goes and chases it. Well, when Bobby finds the dog is no longer with us, and then next thing you know, Bobby falls and now he's unconscious. And then we realize he's about to be attacked, but we see a little girl, Ruby, save him from being attacked. Now Doug doesn't find help, but he does find an area with a bunch of abandoned cars. Now the daddy has made it to the gas station, and in the gas station he sees article clippings of what happened in the desert with all the nuclear testing. Now right after this, he gets captured by one of the mutant leaders. Now Bobby and Doug eventually make it back to the car. Doug is not putting 2 to 2 together, and Bobby is shaken up, and as he starts to tell his family about what he saw, the family gets attacked by the mutants. The mutants invade the trailer, and the family knows that the mutants mean business because they look outside and they see Dad being taken out via fire. They're burning him. Now the family puts up a good fight. The other dog even takes out one of the mutants. However, the fight ends with the mutants sexually assaulting Lynn, and then they take out Lynn and her mom, and they kidnap the baby Catherine. Doug is devastated and he wants his revenge, so he takes the dog, a baseball bat, and he heads to where the mutants are hiding. If it wasn't for the dog, Doug would have lost that battle. They're fighting the mutants. They have the upper hand, and then one of the head mutants orders one of the other mutants to take out the baby. But Ruby, the little girl from earlier, decides to take the baby and run off with the baby to save the baby from being harmed. So now you got Doug and this other mutant chasing after Ruby and the baby, and they catch up to her. They fighting, and Ruby is eventually able to give Catherine the baby back to Doug. The mutant grabs a weapon, and for the last time, he tries to take out Doug and Catherine, but Ruby sacrifices herself, and she takes out the mutant by jumping off of a cliff with him. R.I.P. Ruby. Bobby and Brenda take out some mutants of their own. The family wins, the mutants are defeated, and Bobby and Brenda are reunited with Doug, Catherine, and the dog Beast. However, the movie ends with us seeing somebody spying on the family from afar through some binoculars. The end.